Hello, wherever I'm these Jaden's videos, and I am back with another Wolfman review. And this Wolfman review is on the Black Light Jumping Spider. This is new to Party City for Halloween 2019, and I believe it retails for $79.99. I'm not entirely sure because when I went to get it, it said it was $49.99. Like the actual price tag said $49.99, and then they said that was the sale price. So it might just be like the other jumping spiders where that is the sale price for sure, but I thought that was only a spirit thing, but I don't know. It might be. So I got this for $49.99, but I'm not entirely sure of the actual price. So I'm just going to say $49.99 because that is, I would assume, the price, because that's usually what jumping spiders do, is they're just permanently on sale for 50 bucks. So anyways, this is one that I really did like this year, but it was one that I never really originally intended to get. But I thought it's going to look cool in my haunt in the barn because there are a lot of spiders in barns, and so I wanted it. And if you guys remember, back in 2015, I already have the brown jumping spider, and I still do. He's still fully working. I'm definitely going to still be using him. But this one is just super cool. I feel like for jumping spiders, since there's so many different varieties and stuff, you can get more than just one of a jumping spider. Like, for some props, like, let's take a prop like Jack Straw, for example. You're only going to want one Jack Straw because he's a singular character. Whereas the jumping spider is just a spider that jumps up, and they make so many different varieties that really it doesn't hurt to have more in a haunt. Because they just, I don't know, it would just create twice the scare if you put them in different sections of the haunt, or don't put them right next to each other, because that won't scare people as bad, but if you put them in different sections, I don't know, they're just jumping spiders. They're just basic spiders that jump up, and they each have different coloring and different things that make each one cool. So I feel like you could never have enough jumping spiders. So I wanted to get another one just because I love this one so much. I love the fact that it is black light reactive. I haven't tried this under my really good black light that I've had on Arctic Dragon. That one over there, the like professional quality black light, I have not tried it on that one yet. I've only tried it on normal black lights, so you guys are going to be seeing it with me for the first time as I'm seeing it for the first time. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's talk about the spider. It doesn't really have much of a difference to normal jumping spiders other than the fur color. But in case you don't know anything about the jumping spider, they are plush, they're soft props with posable legs. And then you've got the base, of course, just like any normal jumping spider base. I don't really need to show it, we all know that by now. And covered in cobwebs, obviously, just like all the jumping spiders. And that has always been the part of the jumping spider that is black light reactive. But now we've got the whole spider black light reactive, obviously because of the color that they chose for it. And even when it's not under the black light, wow, does it look cool. I love this color. Also, you've got the red eyes there. I'm going to show those. There you go. I feel like it looks better when the eyes are like covered up, because they're still going to show through when it's when they're lit up, but I feel like it's better when they're covered up when it's not lit up. It just looks better. Because you don't expect it to do anything that way, because if you see that, those look like light up eyes, so you want to cover them up a little bit. But it's super cool, and I just love the fur coloring on this. It looks so awesome. It's like a whitish gray with a black. Now, they do refer to this as a gray jumping spider, I believe, and it is grayish because of the combination between the white and the black, but it's not like all gray. It's like some parts of this look black, some parts look gray. I'd say this is a dark gray / black. I don't know. Like, this looks more black, whereas on the legs it looks more gray. I don't know. It just depends. It's really cool, though. I'm just going to say it's black and white for the sake of this review, because though it is gray, the body is definitely either a dark gray or a black. Depends on how you look at it. I would say it's a gray, actually. So yeah, this guy is gray. I really love his coloring. It just looks great. And obviously, like I said, that's what makes him UV blacklight reactive. is the coloring, and no other jumping spider has this coloring, so it's just the way that it's made. And I just think, like I said, I just think he looks cool without it. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn on the blacklight and we're going to see what this looks like. Now, as you can see, that looks absolutely fantastic. The camera really doesn't do it justice how amazing it looks under the blacklight, but wow, does it look good. Now, please keep in mind, not all blacklights will be this good with it. It depends on the blacklight you have, and it depends on where you position it. Luckily, my grandma got me this blacklight not too long ago, as I mentioned in my Arctic Dragon review, and I've been using it on him, and it looks great on him. It really makes anything glow, no matter what color it is. Like, you can even see back there, everything is glowing, and it's not, half of that stuff is black. It's not even blacklight reactive. This is a really high quality, professional level blacklight. Whereas, if you just use, like, the Spirit blacklights, you're not going to get as big of a glow from this guy. So it really depends on the blacklight that you're using. They all make him glow, because I've tried the Spirit ones, and they still make him glow. But you're not going to get as intense of a glow from a Spirit blacklight as you do from this blacklight. So just keep that in mind when buying him. Unless you have a blacklight like this, the glow is not going to be this intense. This is complete blacklight glow right here. Like, this is not... I know it looks more blue than a blacklight, but that's because the camera makes it look like that. There's definitely a purplish tint to parts of it. I have no spotlight on this. This is just the blacklight. So you've got that. That looks absolutely amazing. I love it. You can see if I cover it up. Oh, it still looks really good like that. But that looks fantastic. It really does. So we're going to switch this guy on, and you can see what he does, and you'll see how he looks with the blacklight. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to be standing up this time. So obviously when you fully display this guy, you'd want the blacklight to be appearing from above so it illuminates him when he jumps up. But yeah, that's that, and so I'll turn the lights back on and then I'll give my final opinions on him. So overall, the blacklight jumping spider is really cool, and I'm really glad to own it. It has to be my favorite jumping spider to date. I just think it's really awesome, the whole blacklight thing, and it's a very simple concept, of course. Anything with this coloring is going to glow under a blacklight, but it's just super cool, and it just looks really nice because like a lot of props aren't made specifically for blacklights, like props that glow. Like Arctic Dragon, he glows really well under a blacklight. So does props like Lost Her Way, Beheaded Bride, any props with like white in them, and it's got to be a certain type of white. Like you can't have like and it's got to be a certain material too. But props, a lot of props glow under blacklight, but not very many props are made specifically for blacklight like this one is. And when they're made specifically for blacklight, they just glow even better because they use the perfect materials, they use the perfect coloring, the perfect type of white. It's just obviously really cool. So I really like this. For $50, I wouldn't say it's bad, because that's the price of all jumping spiders, so you can't really take away for the price. I don't really have any issues with it, other than that under normal blacklights it doesn't glow as good, but that's kind of the fault on the blacklight, not really the spider. So on the Wolfman review rating scale, I'm going to give this 10 out of 10 claw marks. I hope you all enjoyed. Keep out with the moon, my werewolves.
Hey, come back. You don't play fair and you're making me angry. But maybe if you subscribe to Jaden's videos and join the werewolf army, I'll let you live another day. But it's not guaranteed.